How's it going, y'all? So I want to share a little bit about how to pass in HTML tags in React. I kind of ran into a situation where I needed to basically have these cards take in a tag, like an H1, H2, H3, based on what I wanted, and have that dynamically render the correct tag element, right? So if you look over these are H2, but I have it so that I can go ahead and pass in like an H4 here, and now these things will all become H4s. Okay, it's something new I'd never done before, and I just wanted to share that with you all because I thought it was pretty cool. And the reason I'm doing this was, again, like so that the application was better in terms of accessibility. I have an H1 here that says your classrooms, and I wanted screen readers to be able to navigate between all of these other things on the page. So I wanted to make these H2s, right? They're the next logical level right after H1. So that's what I wanted to achieve, and let me show you how I achieved it. I have this card component that I'm using on the classroom cards, and I'm passing in something that says title as, and you can pass in whatever tag you want here. Like I could pass a div if you wanted to, and this will now become a div. Actually, I think my screen might have been hiding when I showed you. Let me show you real quick. So this is a div, right? Now if I go over here and change this to an H2, it's now an H2. Okay. So that's kind of the feature. Now, how did I actually achieve this? It's actually pretty straightforward. If you're using JavaScript, it's like super simple. But I'm using TypeScript, so I had to ask my Discord channel for help. And I more specifically asked Voided Name, who's another YouTuber. So go ahead and check him out. So Voided Name is a Discord user who, he knows everything, right? You ask him any question, he'll answer it. He's really good at TypeScript and everything. So I asked him, and he kind of broke it down to me for like what I would need to set as my type for title as to allow this to be like proper, right? Because I was just using string here before, and notice down here it starts complaining. TypeScript will yell at you saying that, hey, like you can't pass children to whatever this is because it thinks that this is a string, right? But really what I want to do is I want the callee, the person who's calling this component, to be able to pass in a certain type of component. So to kind of fix this issue, what you have to do is you have to use a key of React HTML. Now, I don't really dive into the details of like what this actually does, but I believe it's just like a React HTML element that takes in children. I think he mentioned that it like removes any element that doesn't take children, right? So like an SVG, I believe he said. What other things don't take children? Like a text area, maybe? I don't know. But that's how you kind of get rid of that TypeScript error. And notice that all I'm doing is I'm passing in title as, and then I'm converting it to a proper title case so that React can work with this, right? So if I were to actually just try to render this out with something like this, React will also complain because you have to have, I think, proper capital cases on your elements for it to work. So up here, I basically just do a ternary. If this thing is defined, I will use it. Otherwise, I just fall back on a div, and then I use that here. And that is kind of how you can dynamically change the tags, the HTML tags of your React elements via a prop. Okay, pretty interesting. I didn't know about it before, but I just wanted to share that with you all in a video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something from this. If you want to talk to me directly or get help on my Discord, feel free to click the link in the description, join my Discord, and you can kind of chat there and get some help. And like always, comment, like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Have a good day and happy coding.